Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me here today so that we can discuss Postal. Now, this movie centers on a guy who just pretty much has the worst luck, can't keep a job. His girlfriend is cheating on him in their trailer while he's out trying to find work. Pretty much at like his wit's end, he reaches out to his uncle who has this weird cult that he runs, trying to get some help there. His uncle eventually comes around whenever he realizes that he is in big trouble with the IRS and the cult is going to be shut down unless he can come up with some money. So he formulates a plan that includes his nephew where they're going to steal this hot new toy that's only available in very limited editions. They're going to take those toys, they're going to resell them on the black market, make a bunch of money, and everybody's going to be happy. But little do they know that Osama bin Laden is also mixed up in this scenario, and that leads to a whole nother layer of chaos and just, let's be real, nonsense here in the foolishness here in the Postal universe. So Postal is just a spectacle movie. It's wild, it's over the top, it's bananas. It's offensive for the sake of being offensive. It's got some of the craziest action scenes, just really weird stuff throughout this movie, wild dialogue. You got Uwe Boll talking about financing all of his movies with Nazi gold. There's just one like offensive scene after another. You got one of the guys from The Kids in the Hall here is this like completely unlikable cult leader who for some reason Uwe Boll needed to film him on the toilet, which I don't understand, but whatever. But this movie is just, it's chaos and it's nonsense. It's just one wild scene after another, and they kind of go together to form a narrative, but the movie never takes itself seriously. It's just like, imagine like a hyper offensive like Naked Gun. That's kind of what this movie is in a sense. I understand why people don't like it because it is Uwe Boll just kind of like, flipping everybody off and just being like, I'm going to make whatever kind of movies I want to make, whether you like them or you don't like them. I'm going to, take all your video game properties and bend them to my will or whatever. But, I think this movie has some funny parts. I think it has some outlandish action scenes that are memorable. It's just got some really just wild scenes. The theme park scene is crazy. You would not see that that kind of stuff in very many other movies. So I appreciate the risks that he took and the boundaries that he pushed. Is Postal a good movie? Probably not, especially by traditional standards. Does it have entertainment value? Yes. Does it have like, if you're a fan of like weird or bad movies or like, spectacles, is there enough here to warrant watching it? Absolutely. As long as you're not like, moderately easily offended, because the movie does take shots at pretty much everything. But, Postal, it's a mess, but it's a fun mess at times. And it's just kind of like a, wow, how did this is a wild movie, the fact that this even got made. So it earned some points with me in that regard. But that's my review for Postal. If you want to check out more, I've got a full movie review playlist right here on YouTube. But thank you so much for watching this one, and hopefully I'll see you soon.